Hi, I'm Crystal Seitz, and I'm with Go Greater Reading. Welcome to the Go Greater Reading show. We're here to tell you all about the great things there are to do in Greater Reading, Berks County, Pennsylvania. I have Kathy Grimm today, who's a park ranger here at Blue Marsh Lake, which is a fabulous, I guess, man-made lake that we have here in the area, but it's huge. A lot of things to do there, and I think we're going to talk about some of the things that you can really have fun at right now during the winter, when most of us don't think about going to the lake, but there's all kinds of activities happening out there. So, Kathy, tell me a little bit about, if I came out there, what great things could I do at this time of year?
Well, thank you, Crystal. It's actually a great way to get rid of cabin fever.
Yeah.
A lot of people just shut themselves indoors during the winter months. And I myself have found ways to enjoy the winter. I love snow, which I know for some is not something they want to hear. But we have a lot of sports, whether there's snow on the ground or not, as far as any kind of opportunities out at the lake. Your first-time visitor, what I would do is either get on the internet and visit the website or visit
GoGreaterReading.com.
Exactly.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Because we have our programs listed there. And come to our visitor center and check that out, because that's a good way to start out a visit and become familiar with our location, the layout of the park. But we have trails. We have over approximately 29.7-mile multi-use trail.
Wow.
That's open to foot use, mountain biking, horseback riding, just no motorized vehicles can be in there. So there's no snowmobiling at all at Blue Marsh.
Okay.
But no four-wheelers, anything like that. But people power by foot, that's another
you
thing.
Can do
That's
it.
okay.
Yeah, I know I've been on the trails hiking, and horses have come up behind me, and they were pretty quiet. I was like, wow, I thought I would hear them, but they're
I've
absolutely
had that
beautiful,
happen.
beautiful creatures, and it's sort of cool when you can share the space with something that large and
Exactly.
be in the same area and enjoy the outdoor, the beautiful scenery that's out there as well.
Yes. And with the trails, as you mentioned, horseback riding, any other users actually should yield to those horseback riders, step off the trail and let them go by, because that's a large animal.
Yeah, it's pretty
and
big.
They weigh a few hundred pounds.
Yeah.
More like a ton. But so you do want to step off the trail, leave them pass, and then from there you could continue on your way. I recommend taking water with you when you go out on the trails, whether it's mountain biking or you're out there hiking. If there is snow and you're cross-country skiing, you definitely want to take water or some type of, Gatorade, whatever.
Right, something
that you can drink to rehydrate, because it's a physical activity, and snowshoeing as well.
Yeah.
Well, we even offer snowshoe and cross-country ski workshops.
Yeah, I know you have workshops, and again, people can see them on our website at GoGreaterReading.com.
Yes.
But you offer workshops where you can learn how to snowshoe.
Exactly.
And you have some snowshoes available, not a lot.
Right. Courtesy of Noldy's.
Yeah, which is nice.
They loan them out to us. And then also Buckman Ski Shop has been loaning out some pairs for us as well.
Which is great, because that's something I don't even think I've ever tried, and I think it would be pretty neat to just be able to do it.
If you can walk, you could snowshoe.
Can you?
Yes.
Yeah, because you see it on TV in
it's
Alaska.
Awesome.
So we have a little bit of Alaska here where we can get on those snowshoes and cover trails. I also know when you come into Blue Marsh, there's a couple different areas you can drive up to, and most places that I found anyway, I can start a hike or mountain bike from. There's trail markers that say over here, get on the trail. There's also what I find so beautiful is just to sit there, even on a picnic bench in the middle of the winter, and view the lake, because it's just so serene and quiet and peaceful. If you have a book, you sit out there, take an hour.
Exactly.
Sometimes it can be a little chilly, but you dress the part. You dress the way you need to.
Exactly. I like going down but near the lake's edge. I don't recommend people go out on the ice, because the ice thickness really changes at Blue Marsh. But stay on the safe shore and just listen to the ice.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, when it's quiet and peaceful like that, you can actually hear the ice.
Yeah.
And as it's adjusting and everything, it's making these moans. Sometimes it reminds me of a killer whale, or the different whale sounds that they make. It's an awesome sound.
That is so cool, because I remember as a kid doing that at Antietam Lake. I never thought about it out there, because it does. You hear the creaks and the cracks, and it's it is pretty awesome to think a body of that size has this ice on top of it, and it's like, how does it shift around that it doesn't like shift off or go away, but it just sort of
Exactly.
like, it's like a dance, I guess.
Yeah, and that's what it sounds like too as you're listening to it. Sort of like I like how you put that, like a dance.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there's those things to do. Are they still having at all? I guess right now if there's ice on the lake, they won't. But I know fishing tournaments go on there.
Yes.
During the spring.
They'll kick in spring, summer.
Yeah.
Summer especially. Summer into fall. Yes.
Yeah, a lot of stuff like that.
Yep.
And I know even during
We're already getting the permits for it.
Oh yeah, that's
Yes.
good. Even during the summer, they have not to move away from the winter, but there's things that you can do out there. You can water ski, you can canoe and kayak. I was out in December. We had a warm day, and there were kayakers on the lake. So
Kayaking has grown significantly
Yeah.
in popularity, and then of course the new thing that's coming out now is paddleboarding.
yeah,
And
that's
in
hard.
fact,
I've
yeah,
tried it.
so did I. I went around circles. But I mean, we have some of those kind of programs coming up too this summer, where we're joining in with the Berks County Parks and 3D Outdoor Rentals, and we're going to offer paddleboarding for beginners.
I know one of the things
Yeah.
we're hoping is to find more outfitters so that if you're a visitor and you're coming in and you've never done this before and you don't have the equipment, we're able to get somebody to rent it to you. And I know 3D does that.
Yes.
Yeah, which is
Where
pretty
it's
cool.
tough is the kayaking because there's not a lot of kayak rentals out there. Now 3D has kayaks for rent.
Right.
And they're the only ones right now.
Yeah.
So
we're hoping to grow that because
Yeah.
we know that a lot of our visitors are interested in outdoor recreation. That's why they come here.
Huge.
And we want to make sure when they come here, they have the equipment they need so that they can enjoy everything we have.
exactly.
Even speaking of mountain biking, this just dawned on me. You have some of the most renowned mountain biking trails
Yep.
in the state. I'm not sure where it ranks in the nation, but I think it's pretty high as well because we've
It
had
is,
mountain
yes.
biking events here that are at a state level put on at Blue Marsh. So
Mm-hmm.
if you like to ride bikes, you got to get out there because it's pretty darn good.
There's a little bit of everything on that trail for beginners as well as for advanced mountain bikers.
Mm-hmm.
There's some major hills. I mean, some of them have names like Cardiac Hill and
Oh, yeah.
Killer Hill and that type of thing. And that Cardiac Hill's like that. I mean, it's not real long, but it is steep.
Yeah.
But there are also sections of trail that are a lot more gentle.
Yeah.
And
So
we
the
even
average
have a
rider-
section, exactly. We
Yeah.
have a section that we now call the Topahakan Connector Trail that connects in with the county parks.
Oh, that's
And so
great.
that's more like that style trail that they had down to county parks.
Yeah.
So that's a little easier.
Yeah.
A little tamer.
I know one of the consultant that was doing our destination assessment, what he said was we do have a variety of trails from the person who's just starting out to the advanced. And he said the key to what we have here in the greater Reading, Berks County, Pennsylvania area is that we have a lot of advanced areas in outdoor recreation from the kayaking to biking and hiking that you can't find on the Northeast coast. We have it. And we have a lot of national champions and world champions that either live here and use these trails to practice or come in to use our
Exactly.
trails. So kudos to you guys for doing such a great job out there, keeping everything up to snuff and making sure that it's available to everybody and it's a safe area to be. Because
We
it's
try.
it's pretty interesting to have that level of competitor coming here or living here just so that they can use our trails or, kayak down our rivers or hike where they need to. So as well as biking on the road, we got the trails and then we got the roads too.
Exactly,
So
yep.
some beautiful scenic areas. So.
Yeah, and we owe a lot of that as far as our trails and maintaining the trail. It's hard for us to keep up with it all, but we also have volunteers out there. And in fact, most of our trail has been adopted out to local volunteers, and they will monitor, anywhere from 2 to 4 mile stretch of trail.
Yeah.
And take care of it. And some of them are extremely dedicated. It's incredible.
That's good to know.
Yes.
We're really lucky in Berks County. And as we wrap up today, I put a shout out to all our volunteers because we heard earlier in one show about the Berks Jazz Fest and all the volunteers that help there. I know with all the other festivals and events and attractions that we have, many of them are supported and run by volunteers. And,
Yeah.
If anybody out there is interested in volunteering for any of our great tourism assets that we have, just holler out to the Visitors Bureau or go online to gogreaterreading.com and track us down. We'll help you find a great opportunity. You might want to do it as a getaway. A lot of groups just come in. They're here for a few days because that's what they like to do. They'd like to get their hands on the ground and do the work. They're doers and have a good time while they're at it and enjoy some great places to bike or hike, eat, and shop, believe it or not. So,
yes.
Kathy, I know we're out of time, but I want to say thank you so much for joining me. I want to have you back in the spring, later spring, to talk about what great things there are out there to do during the warmer weather.
Excellent.
And maybe we'll see you out there.
Yeah, you'll see me out
bundled
there.
Bundled up. All right, thanks so much. And thank you all. Take care.